say that they don't believe in the Bible because it is a tool for control. That is one of the biggest reasons I always hear that people like to reject it. But the irony of this is that those...
I'm just going to say that anything can be used as a tool of control. Literally anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even the warped Zelda music that he's playing in the background.
He was saying that other atheists and non-believers say they don't believe the Bible because the Bible can be used as a tool of control. And he's going to flip that on its head and say, also at the same time, all the Hollywood movie is a tool for control.
Same people that say this are big-time viewers of television shows and movies. It's ironic because...
The question is, are they letting themselves be controlled?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see the irony.
The news does that.
I have to say, DarkCon, this I love how Black Pigeon Speaks is talking right now.
The entertainment industry is probably one of the top 5 weapons of mass control used against the population.
Again, question, are they letting themselves be controlled? If not, then no harm done.
Yeah, do they have critical thinking skills? If they have critical thinking skills, then good. Or then that's fine.
Yeah.
There are more people that watch movies than there are people that read Bibles. But yet...
Do you have a citation for that? Otherwise, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Heard anyone say they don't watch...
Pause again. Dude, for most of history, people couldn't read the Bible because they couldn't read at all.
Yeah.
And they had to have a priest read it to them. And it was the priest's interpretation, not the correct one a lot of times.
Hollywood has used movies and television to directly attack the minds of its viewers. Ideas and beliefs that the viewer is often not even aware of. Movies have always sparked change.
I mean, I'm aware of the lore, how that basically says everybody has to go green, or Avatar, of how that's pretty much a bashing on both the military and conventional energy industries.
Yeah.
And Salty the Songbook, who taught me about Jesus and stuff, and the donut operator called me the Christian robot.
What about VeggieTales, bruh?
Yeah.
Some changes more noticeable than others. Like in 1942, when Bambi was released. It was said that after the movie's release, deer hunting was cut in half in the U.S. And in 1975, when Jaws was released, although shark attacks have always been rare, the movie caused beach tourism to drop off some on both coasts for some time. The movie Fight Club in 1999.
Okay, is there any real correlation towards creation of Star Wars and more people becoming atheists or some other crap?
Well, here's the thing. I do agree with him that these stories do hold meaning to people, but at the same time, the creator is not directly responsible for what their audience thinks.
Yeah, exactly. I also want to add very quickly, correlation doesn't always equal causation. I mean, even if like the creation of Star Wars happened to coincidentally happen around the same time that's, I don't know, there seems to be like more people becoming atheists, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the causation of that. It's the cause.
Yeah.
There's also the fact of alienation of family members, like certain Christians being overly zealous with their kids to the point where they make their kids want to be atheists.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
That will have nothing to do with Star Wars. When people say why I became an atheist, Star Wars doesn't ever come up in the conversation.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
All right, here we go. I'm going to bring up a great analogy because you brought up the gun thing. What are we going to blame? The gun manufacturer, or the person using the gun?
The person using the gun. That's what the person we should be blaming.
Oh, we're going to blame the gun itself.
Exactly. By further extension of that point, I have a feeling that TruthUnedited is pro-gun rights. If he is like a true blue, Illuminati conspiracy theorist who's afraid that the Illuminati is going to try to confiscate all guns to get everybody subservient under the New World Order and so forth.
Well, I'm pretty sure that is. But,
I mean, if he truly is of that belief, then obviously he should not be believing that the gun manufacturer is responsible for the murderer with the gun. But then again,
not the manufacturer,
that George Lucas is responsible for people becoming atheists. It's you're right, Conundrum. It is kind of ironic.
It's fun. I just have to say one thing. It's funny. I didn't know when Fight Club came out, the Roman Coliseum was created then.
Good
Oof.
point. Good.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, before violent video games, there was no such thing as violence before violent video games. It was all just kumbaya all day.
Yeah. And then Doom came around and ruined everything, okay?
And
You know,
before gays got rights, there was absolutely no such thing as child abuse.
Or even just recently with the movie Joker, which is the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time.
Yeah, because people wanted to see it, and people thought it was thought-provoking and wanted to, see for themselves of how thought-provoking it really was as an analysis of society. Again.
That we live in a society movie.
Understanding and relating with a mass murderer who basically said,
yeah, they empathize with him in some ways, but they are not condoning his violent actions, for fuck's sake.
Yes, they feel bad for him because he got treated badly because of his mental illness, but they're not condoning his actions, dumbass.
I mean, dude, he got abused by his own fucking mother, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's why he was like that. That's why he was like that, because his mom was a nut job.
I can't watch it for a while. It's fine.
killing people was his jokes. This is able to work because people want to simply ignore these facts and then write it all off.
No, you dumbass.
No.
Shrugging is over.
No.
Oh my god, he's using Bunty King!
Bunty
Oh,
King.
What?
No, Bunty King is just an internet personality. You do not know about him, but and he's irrelevant anyways. But no, this guy, nobody is ignoring the fact that Joker was a psychotic, violent fuck who nobody should be like taken as a literal role model and the ideal moral angel.
Yeah, no one's doing that. They're seeing it as like it's a cautionary tale, dude.
This just has straw men left and right thus far. I don't know why this guy has such a good ratio of rating on his ratings.
Straw man.
Bots!
Yeah, could be bots.
Right. I mean, this exactly as Izzy had mentioned. Like, he wants to talk about Hollywood persuading people to, do wrong things. This guy is persuading people to have wrong, off-base opinions.
Or, have people be morally judged based off what they like. Kind of like with Ben Looney.
Either morally judged or judgmental.
Yeah, exactly. Because thing is, I don't care what you like as long as you're not hurting anyone. As long as you're not defending cuties on Netflix, then I'm okay with you.
Crap, yeah.
Just because it is entertainment, it is given a pass. So the power brokers behind the movies are able to
am I hearing an implied vouching that we should not show any violence at all in movies within entertainment? I mean, I guess we cannot have any of these even slightest inkling of reality, including the dirty side of reality. Otherwise, it's bad.
Yeah, it must
in this
be
guy's
all
opinion.
dancing in flower fields.
create content that they know can influence and manipulate our minds. They are given
Maybe yours.
Yeah, maybe yours. Maybe you're weak-minded enough to actually.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. This guy is manipulating my mind. I think he's echoing vibes of feminist frequency.
I mean, tell me, Mr. Truth Unedited, when you watch the Joker movie, do you feel manipulated to want to shoot a TV host? If not, well, guess what? Neither do the rest of us.
If you say no, then shut the fuck up.
If these powerful companies came and asked a group of people, can we do some mind control experiments on you so we can change your perception and view on morality? I'm sure the overwhelming majority would say, absolutely not. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
that's creepy.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Movies are not like literal mind control. This is what I don't get about these Illuminati conspiracy theorists. They go acting like that movies are literal mind control.
It's funny. They sound a lot like the leftists thinking every movie is racist.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, when I watched Avatar, I did not all of a sudden hate the military and hate conventional energy industries.
I think for the most part, the majority of the general public, regardless if they understand all the secrets and beliefs, I think the majority know that many of the rich and powerful are part of secret fraternal organizations like Freemasonry. What if they were trying to subtly introduce some of their beliefs through their movies? What if many of them were Satan?
Well, maybe they're trying to introduce some of them in some kind of fashion or another, but do they ultimately believe them? I mean, as long as a person doesn't really believe them at all, what's the harm done?
I am
And,
getting
and also at the same time, even though that people like to bring forth all these conspiracy theories about the Illuminati trying to take over, trying to influence people with movies, what is your solution to that, dude? Again,
Yeah,
freedom of speech in that area.
Yeah.
I'm getting terrible flashbacks to the Satanic Panic right here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, this definitely is reminding me of the Satanic Panic.
What if they believed in these things and wanted to spread their beliefs to the masses? Do you think it is possible?
Everybody wants to spread their beliefs to the masses. So what? That doesn't mean that a viewer is going to just lap up to every single little thing that is said in the movie and doesn't mean necessarily whether or not they should believe every little thing said in the movie.
Yes,
Oh, the hypocrisy and oh, the irony.
Do you think it is possible for them to spread their beliefs through their content labeled as strictly entertainment? If you don't think that that is possible, then you are being deceived.
I don't deny the possibility of that. I'm just saying that I don't care and I don't believe it.
Gee, I didn't know. Look at Shaggy right there with the beard. Gee, zoinks!
Yeah, you're right. And also, by the way, again, a lot of Christian movies, people that make Christian films in general that teach Christian values like to entertain whilst also teaching a lesson. I mean, should the atheists start bitching and making a big deal about Christians teaching their values through entertainment as well? Or are you like preaching a double standard here, dude?
You may want to reconsider exactly how
fundamentalists with double standards. Who I thought?
Yeah.
World, because this is exactly what they do, and the best way to illustrate this is using the second highest grossing film franchise worldwide.
Oh
second
no!
Only to the Marvel Cinema franchise collectively. But the franchise of Star Wars is a great example to use, because while people think it is simply a science fictional space opera that is about adventure and war between an authoritarian empire and rebel forces, or maybe just a fight between good and evil, only a few actually realize that Star Wars is actually a very religious movie. In reality, it is about religion.
I mean, you can go off on a limb and make that point because the Force basically is a religion within the media. That doesn't mean that people by the masses who watch Star Wars are believing that the Force literally exists. I'm gonna suddenly like elevate this flintlock right here by, use the Force, Zach. Nope, it fell.
Zach, you killed me!
Oh my god!
I'm now becoming a Force ghost.
Oh my god!
Exactly. Conundrums watched Star Wars. Apparently, he now believes that Force ghosts are a legitimate thing, according to Truth Unedited here.
I watch Star Wars. To his eyes, I believe I am a Reylo fan. Expanded universe sucks.
No, I am a Transformers fan, therefore I believe in the 13 Primes, bruh. I believe in that religion all day,
no, you gotta believe in Primus and Unicron.
Primus, you gotta believe in Primus. Hail Promise, bruh.
That Star Wars is actually a very religious movie. In reality, it is about religion first, and then the adventure and war second.
Bullshit! The focus of the Star Wars franchise is about saving the galaxy. That's the main part of the story entirely. I mean, through the Force, perhaps, but the story is not purely about the Force or whatever.
The Force is a metaphor. You got to take the really good stuff with the really god-awful stuff.
I'll be honest with Star Wars. I viewed that the saving of the galaxy is taken through two different paths. One by the Father and one by the Son.
Oh.
And by the way, I also want to say, even if I was to give Truth Unedited the benefit of the doubt and say that, it's about religion primarily, they are making up their own religion to tell the story. Okay, well, are they actually teaching the religion is true? Or are they just using that religion as a vehicle to teach some grander message? Like, for example, Joker wasn't about the Batman universe. It was more of an analysis of society. They were just using the Batman universe as a vehicle for that.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole lot more nuanced than that, Truth Unedited.
Yeah,
Anyways,
And for the first time, I'm going to give Last Jedi some credit here. The one thing I liked from Last Jedi when Yoda struck down the tree and he said the greatest lesson for greatest teachers to teach upon their students is failure.
So please understand, a person could choose what they want to believe and in what God they choose to serve.
exactly. You're halfway there, dude.
That is not my decision to make for anyone. The God I serve, the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, does not force anyone to believe in him, and he will not push his views in a manipulative way. If you have ever thought that he has tried this, you should understand that he was not being represented, though people may have been teaching.
You can argue that for all that other stuff that you just tried to tear a new asshole for.
It is a little bit of a contradiction because it's not like the creators of Star Wars are holding people by the gun. You shall believe this movie is real or something like that. Just in the same way that God is not like coming down and literally taking control of people's brains and gouging out that freaking free will out of their hearts and minds.
Jedis are the high priest of this religion. If you follow the movie, they have sacred texts, and they even had a Jedi temple. In the movie Rogue One,
They're making up a fake religion within their universe and making up all these fake positions and places that apply to that fake religion. Apparently, when you make up a fantasy novel or something, you cannot make up these fantasy religions that fall within that fantasy realm. Otherwise, you're sinning, I guess. Even if your point is not to portray that fantasy religion as true, you're still sinning just by incorporating it into your piece of fantasy art.
basically had no place when the Jedi temple was destroyed. During his part in the movie, he will consistently repeat,
I'm one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force is with me.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is one with me.
Yeah, and a whole lot of Catholics will like say, Hail Mary! We'll throw up a Hail Mary when they're like doing a sport or something else like that.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, didn't knights in battles used to, during the Crusades, said prayers before going in battle?
Yeah, exactly. Again, oh man, this guy just does not grasp the concept of fantasy and fiction. He just plain does not. I mean, the whole point of fantasy and fiction is for the sake for people to like live in a completely different world than the real world, not to teach that fiction and fantasy to be real.
Yeah, hell, I watch movies to escape from the riots, the burning of my stores. Now I can't even enjoy that. Thank you for bringing me back into reality. I'm more depressed than usual now.
Yeah, screw you, Truth Unedited. You absolute stick in the mud.
You see, the thing is that the Force is not properly explained in full application with real life, so people just think it's some made-up thing.
It is.
It is. You just freaking shot yourself in the foot with that argument, dude.
Yeah. You're a fucking moron.
The Force.
Congratulations, he won the Dumbass of the Year award.
Run up or tied up with Anita Sarkeesian. Oh wait, she's still relevant? No, she's not.
Made-up thing. But belief in the Force is a belief that is held onto by witches, warlocks, Kabbalists, and those who engage in the occult.
No.
Citation needed.
Yeah, citation needed on that one, my friend.
I'm sorry. I did not know that the idea of Jedi and Sith was a real-life thing that existed throughout forever.
And
Yeah.
even if a new religion did stem from it, again, that's not George Lucas's responsibility how people interpret his work. As long, like I said before, there's certain way, like say the artist wants a certain thing to be interpreted, they have to work towards that. But again, no matter how well written you make it, there's still gonna be someone out there who's like, I don't get it.
There have been many occultists who have written about it, just not in the same words that Star Wars uses.
Citation.
Oh, jeez, dude. There is always going to be some similarities within religions. That doesn't mean jack squat on whether or not your person is teaching it to be literal or teaching the same exact values just because they share a few of them. Guess what? I believe. Didn't you not know that Hitler liked dogs?
Force be with you.
Use the force, my friend.
May Satan. What George Lucas is.
No. You know there are other religions out there.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
May the
everything-
force be with you. That means may the followings of Jesus be with you.
Yeah, that could be interpreted
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing me on, DarkCon. This is the greatest time I'm acting intelligent for once.
We are so smart.
You said it, not me. You said it, not me. But you're welcome, though, Conundrum. But anyway, yeah, you're right. May the force be with you. That could also be analogous to may God be with you, may Jesus be with you, instead of may Satan be with you.
Also,
it could be an analogy for that.
Even the occult, and this is what they are spreading. As a believer in the way lives their life with the intention to spread the gospel, those who believe in the occult, especially at the highest levels, their goal is to spread their occult beliefs and merge our religions.
Okay, and how does that connect to Star Wars? I mean, is George Lucas literally an occultist? Is he literally a Satanist? And even if he was, what do you want to do about it? Do you want to start restricting freedom of religion or something? And on top of what if he was, is he actually teaching Satanism as true and teaching people to believe it? No, I do not see that. So get off of Star Wars in the way that you are, dude.
Get off of George Lucas's dick, my friend.
Actually, if he was on his dick, he'd be like sucking it all night long. He'd be sucking up to the man.
yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
I think the saying that you're looking for is get off of his ass. More specifically, Conundrum.
But that could also be interpreted that way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, anyway, semantics. Let's move on.
Oh my.
Star Wars is presenting a new age religion that is completely surrounded by the occult.
No, it's
If
not.
you follow
No.
it is easy to see how they are pushing new age occult beliefs as a way of harmless thinking that can lead people to enlightenment. And that is the religious aspect of the Force. The occult magician believes that they can make the universe reflect their inner thought through rituals and other practices.
I just want to say as well, and obviously Conundrum, in all literalness, does not fall under this. But if there's anybody who like literally believes that the Force is a real thing, that you can like lift objects with telekinesis and all that shit, well then they're idiots. And it's not George Lucas's fault that those
Or
people
they-
became the kind of an idiot.
Or they have a mental illness.
The thing is, I believe.
And even then, that mental illness is not George Lucas's fault.
Like in the promotion of the movie, when they were marketing The Force Awakens, they were pushing out the one-eye symbolism consistently on their posters, telling
I see
Lies!
both eyes
Lies!
with Leia.
Lies!
No.
Lies! That's not a one eye. He's wearing a helmet.
Or as Shane would say,
Yeah.
lies, lies, lies.
Hey, everybody, turn on your camera so that we can like cover one eye.
I don't have one. Sorry, you're just gonna have to imagine me covering my own eye.
Am I promoting the Illuminati with this?
Wait.
Hey, Illuminati conspiracy theorists, am I promoting Illuminati's agenda
Here,
or
where's
something now?
where's
Because of
my
covering my one eye? This is so trivial and stupid. Yeah, this is like the most laughable part of this movie. They make a big deal about the covering of the of one person's eye.
And
So-
the thing is, Carrie Fisher's both eyes are being showed in the picture, and Kylo Ren's wearing a helmet.
And
Yeah,
again, not
exactly.
all symbolism is universal.
So in that,
Covering the eye can mean more than one thing.
and by technicality, we don't know if the lightsaber is covering both Kylo Ren's eyes because the visor is covering both his eyes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is so stupid. Apparently, you are promoting some Illuminati agenda or religion or some other shit like that if you cover an eye in the promotion of your movies or whatever else you can imagine. This is so stupid. Wait. I cannot believe that back in 2012 and 2013, I practically bought hook, line, and sinker into this shit. Like, I used to have been paranoid to all of these Illuminati conspiracy theorists. Whenever there be like a video, even vaguely talking about Illuminati and pointing out all these different celebrities that up, like, say, the OK symbol, 666 or whatever, or I don't know, doing this number or something.
Wait. The OK symbol is a symbol of white supremacy
Yes,
now.
Right. And they say that, oh, that's malicious intent right there. They are now part of the Illuminati. I cannot believe I bought into that. You need more than just a fucking hand symbol to convince me.
And to be brutally honest, there's some statues of the Virgin Mary covering an eye. Or Jesus having one eye closed. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Jesus is part of the Illuminati. Congrats! Your argument has been debunked.
That Satan is involved in this movie, or in the movie itself.
No.
Through their deep focus and being one with the Force, they were able to speak with the old Jedi Masters of the past and be guided by them.
Wait, what?
What?
I got a question. Weren't there certain Bible characters that were able to talk with other certain past Bible characters who are already dead, or something like that?
Mainly Jesus when he rose on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, you beat me to the punch, dude.
Oh yeah, and didn't like John in the writing of Revelation talk to Jesus himself as well? Like the idea of talking to the ghost version of past figures is not inherently an Illuminati or Satanist thing, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, and let me guess. Let me guess. Lazarus is a evil construct made by demons because Jesus resurrected him.
I mean, there are plenty of stories that people are like talking to angels constantly.
Yeah,
especially. How do you know that Luke talking to Ghost Obi-Wan is not an analogy for that? A person talking to an angel. Oh.
Yeah. Especially the angel Gabriel who talked to Mary saying she was going to birth Jesus.
Yeah.
Or the two angels that came to Sodom and Gomorrah.
This is called necromancy, and it isn't a...
No! What the fuck? No! They're still dead! They're not risen from the dead! They're just
exactly. Necromancy. When
you're just speaking from the afterlife, essentially, you dumb shit!
Yeah.
No! Necromancy, you need to have a body.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, dude. That's when you physically bring someone back, not spiritually.
Exactly. This guy just... What the fuck?
Whoops.
How come he doesn't have more dislikes? I'm confused.
According to the Britannica, necromancy...
Oh my gosh.
...with the dead, usually in order to obtain insight into the future.
What?
Wait, what even? Oh, that's
communication with the dead, usually in order to obtain insight into the future or to accomplish some otherwise impossible task.
Wait, didn't that get it wrong too again? Because as far as I'm aware, or all of us have been aware that necromancy is when you bring someone physically back, not when you spiritually connect with them.
Yeah,
So I think even they got it wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I think Encyclopedia Britannica is wrong.
I typically find Britannica to be a fairly reliable source, but this is like the very first and only time that I've heard necromancy be like referred to in this case. Like whenever I go here, necromancy is typically in fantasy, people talking about raising people from the dead.
I'm loving that he doesn't bring up the part here. The corpse.
The corpse was thought to retain.
Yep, there you go. There you go. The corpse.
Mortality.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, because the thing is, necro tends to refer to the body, not the spirit.
Okay, yeah. So the implications I'm getting here is that they're communicating with the dead through the dead corpse or undead corpse, rather,
to accomplish some otherwise impossible task. Such activity was current in ancient times among the Assyrians, Babylonians, Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, and Etruscans. It's a form of...
Yeah, he didn't bring up the corpse argument. Wow.
Talk about lie by omission.
But think about how they are able to move things with their minds, which is called telekinesis.
There's a certain Bible verse that said that if you have enough faith, you can move mountains, dude. So...
yeah.
Telekinesis is not inherently a satanic thing. I'm just going to say that flat out. I mean, it may be like, damn. I mean, even if it is. Okay. honestly, this is going to be some of my skepticism coming out as far as Christianity goes. But if I was to like take that first absolute face value, then somebody would have to like have a really, really strong faith, like even stronger than freaking Solomon and Paul from the Bible, in order to do any kind of telekinesis. But
And
yeah,
to be honest, there are people who believe in the faith of God so much that they handle snakes.
No step on
Another form of black magic. Again, they were bringing pagan rituals and black magic to the masses and making it seem normal.
telekinesis is not inherently satanic. Change my mind.
Dark is evil. But that is not actually what the movie is presenting.
What? That's not what the movie. That is not what the movie is presenting.
I disagree.
That makes my head hurt so much.
It just makes me more tired.
I think he believes there's actual lizard people.
I would say bullshit. That is what the movie is presenting. They are not saying that Sidious, who is clearly on the dark side, 110% is a good guy.
No.
So how is it anything the opposite of that, as you were saying?
Although I've seen some, well, I didn't keep in mind, I didn't watch this, but some idiot made a video called "The Empire is the Good Guys" in my recommendation once.
Oh yeah, that's theories about the Empire and Rebels and all that stuff. But nonetheless, I don't so much care about the whole lore talks about Star Wars and so forth. But I'm just going with the typical mainstream narrative that is given within Star Wars, and that Emperor bad, rebellion good.
That is what our conscious minds are interpreting, but our subconscious minds are being filled with a much more sinister idea. The light and
Yeah, when I was a kid, I wanted to go with a lightsaber and kill all Christians. No, I wanted a lightsaber because I wanted to play sword fights with my friends.
Dark concepts of duality is arguably the main takeaway of the Star Wars film. It displays the two colors of black and white, which represent the absence and presence of all colors, which is why in the movie, Rey wears white while Kylo Ren wears black.
I also want to add that he's forgetting that Luke Skywalker in Episode 6 wears black when fighting off Darth Vader. So it's not exactly that much simple cut and dry as you're making it out to be. Pay attention to your media when you're critiquing it.
Yeah.
Symbolism you will see often. Like in The Lord of the Rings, this was prevalent. The dark figures that hunted Frodo were in black. In the beginning of the adventure, Gandalf was wearing gray. He was called Gandalf the Grey. He was a mixture of black and white. When he came back to assist them with the final battle, he wore white, and he was called Gandalf the White. It's satanic imagery that is prevalent in much of our culture.
What?
Bullshit! Bullshit!
The color of white is satanic imagery?
Familiar symbol that displays this is of the yin and yang, which demonstrates that both sides of the spectrum are to be found in all things.
Well, yeah.
This doesn't mean jack shit. I mean, again, I'm going to cite back to Luke wearing all black when he fought Darth Vader in Episode 6. So the whole white circling with black, the duality thing, it's not always applicable within Star Wars lore.
Believe that there is no such thing as good or evil, and that Christian.
And Star Wars is not saying that there is no such thing as good or evil. So you are putting a straw man on Star Wars. Shut the fuck up.
Strawman does it. Strawman does his.
Yep.
Responsible for this form of societal programming. Aleister Crowley sought to join good with evil and prove that they are both the same thing, simply expressions of love and God. In his book of the law, he writes, "Let there be no difference between any one thing and any other thing."
Yeah, Aleister Crowley, who totally wrote the script of Star Wars.
Don't get me wrong, he is a hero of the movie, just like Han Solo is. That is undeniable. But Luke was really just a vessel to help the real hero fulfill his destiny. The true hero of the movie was Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker. He is the anti-hero that proves to the audience that evil really is good and it can be joined in with the light.
No
Or-
bullshit. It's showing that main characters, that even heroes can have massive flaws to them. Okay, let me hear his quote again. What he's saying. What the fucking straw man he's putting on Star Wars again.
Anakin Skywalker. He is the anti-hero that proves to the audience that evil really is good.
No bullshit. Again, yeah, evil really is good. Who the fuck thinks that? Evil really is good. Nobody at all in this moment of the movie is saying that killing younglings in Revenge of the Sith is good. Damn it.
Anakin started as a Jedi in the light. Being in the light did not allow him to have attachments, and so he went against the Jedi Order and got attachment. And then in order to save the ones he loved, he went to the dark side. In the final battle, when he fights Luke, he realizes he still has light in him and kills Palpatine, the Sith Lord, who is all dark, and thus he brings balance. When he dies, he told Luke that Luke saved him. They are showing us that the dark is the same as the light.
No, you fucking hack. You fucking strawmanning piece of crap. This guy has so many straw men. This guy is using so many straw men. I wouldn't surprise if he grew up on a wheat farm.
And
There are just too many examples to discuss and break down, and that is not my intention. I cannot break all of this down to you. I myself do not know it all. I'm sure there are many.
Yeah, you actually.
I do not know it all. The dying words of someone who has no idea what they're speaking about. Well, I don't know it all, So basically, don't take
don't
a word
know
I'm
it.
saying correctly at all. Slightest.
I don't know it all. That's the hill I'm going to die on.
Mm-hmm.
So then why should we listen to you? You don't know what you're talking about.
I guess he thinks of himself as a good stepping stone, but he isn't even a good stepping stone because
No, he's a sharp. He's a sharp object in the water that's gonna kill you and drown you.
No, he's not.
no,
Drown you.
he's a fucking lily pad. That is what he is.
Yeah.
No. He's a grifter.
Might be. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that he's just making a bunch of straw men against Star Wars in order to justify his talking points about how Star Wars is an Illuminati agenda.